So the number one secret to rapport is to demonstrate rapport. What in the heck does that mean? I want you to freeze, the entire room, freeze. Do not move. And I want you to look at the people around you, just move your head, and see who is sitting just like you, whose legs are crossed just like all three of you right there, like you two. Are you guys on the same dental team? Not at all, but you're sitting right by each other. Your bodies are identical. Toblers, you guys, identical. You two are identical, but you're just crossed. See how your hands are and your pens are? You're identical. Do you notice how you two are both sitting back the same distance away from the table? It's identical, okay? And you guys are all turned a certain way. You guys are turned in towards each other. You guys are turned in towards each other. These are subtle, unconscious ways of... Do you notice how the two of you are deeper back on that table than everybody else, and the two of you are identical? And then you look at people around you. This is called unconscious rapport. You guys are identical the way you're sitting right there, okay? You are unconsciously gaining rapport with the people around you, or not, okay? And that doesn't mean, but like when you feel comfortable, what do? You guys are, look at this, boom, 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 boom. It's all identical, right? So the way to demonstrate rapport is not to talk about and try and find things that are in common. The thing is to be in common with the person who walks through your door. Does that make sense? Okay, so there's a couple things you need to know right away. You got to give me a 15-minute warning, okay? Get out of it. You're serious, right? Holy crud. Okay. All right, so with the synesthesia stuff, what she was talking about was the overlapping of senses. What she said was so cool is because she said the little kid goes, I want to tickle the stars. That's a kinesthetic word. Kinesthetic, right here. Boom. More tactile. They move a different way. Their elbows are closer to their body. They may shuffle more. They'll say things like, I'd like to get a handle on everything before moving forward. That is a kinesthetic predicate. I'd like to get a handle. I just want to make sure everything feels right. I'd like to get a grasp on the situation. Are you guys feeling what I'm showing? Showing visual predicate. I just synesthese. I just overlap senses. Okay? Visual people are more like, oh my God, it's so good to see you! How are you? With visual people, you could be like, their hands are usually up here. Why? Because this is where all their images are. And you know why they don't make any sense? Is because, as she said, like, your images, an image is worth what? 1,000 words. So they're trying to like tell you about all their images. They're just talking. I don't even know where I left off. Here's the thing. A kinesthetic person would think that person is totally crazy. And they'd also not feel comfortable. And they'd also feel like you are a pushy salesperson. So like when you're trying to help them because you love dentistry and I don't want to be a salesperson, I just want to tell them about like, we could really help them out. And oh my God, don't you see what I'm trying to, like you just got to see it. I don't understand why they never buy. They're just bad patients. Because they walked out there going, that girl's freaking crazy. And secondly, they go, she felt really pushy. So auditory communicators are, you know how I have to drop my breathing to get into the next mode? Did I just give you a strategy? Because the fastest way to gain rapport with another person, besides mirroring their blinking, which I could have done with you right there, and see how we're like, we will get in rapport in about 2 seconds, and I already have her breathing. The fastest way to get in rapport with anybody is to match their breathing. Not saying a word. They walk in, So if I want to get a rapport with someone over here who's sitting in the waiting room or who just got put in here, and they may be sitting a certain way, I just walk in, or say I'm like doing something over here. My senses are outside here. I'm watching you all the time. And so I notice he just lifted his head. So I might lift my head with him. I may gauge his tempo, so, and move his head again. And then I might like touch my nose like this and see who follows me, because that means we're in unconscious rapport. Because everybody in the room, they're like, oh, I don't want to touch my nose now because he just said it.